Hey guys, Chris here. Today's video we're going to be talking about summertime smallmouth and a couple of my favorite techniques to put them in the boat. Stay tuned. It's the end of July here in Wisconsin, and these fish truly haven't got into a real summer pattern yet. It's tough fishing out there. This video is actually 3 different outings, just a couple hour trips at a time. It's not like I put a real full day into working on these fish, but 3 days to film, however many fish catches in this video, which just kind of goes to show you it's not always super good fishing out there, and you have to really work for it. These fish aren't really in a true summer pattern yet. They're just groups of 3 to 4 fish, wolf pack roaming around, and you just have to make the best of each one and not kind of work yourself up trying to find a big school of fish, because that maybe just doesn't exist at the moment. And you just have to burn spots, burn a bunch of water, and locate those active little groups. About time. Minnow eater. So finally got one to eat. There's so much bait around, it's really hard. This was just a smeltinator and 4-inch scented jerk shad, 1/4 ounce, 2/0. Awesome little simple minnow setup just to throw at these alewife chasers. All that time searching out deep in the clean water and they're in the mud. Right here. Stupid. Decent one. So 2 of my favorite techniques to fish in the summertime for smallmouth out here on the Great Lakes is number 1, the old jig head minnow. So that right there is a 1/4 ounce Northland smeltinator with a 4-inch scented jerk shads by Z-Man on there. Just a really versatile, pretty basic minnow, but it gets the job done, gets a lot of bites. Rod, this is a 7-foot Alpha Angler wrench medium. It kind of fishes more like a medium heavy. If I'm not really imparting a lot of action with the rod, I prefer this rod for my jig head minnow stuff, just because it's just got a lot more power down low and you don't lose a lot of fish. If I am more interested in doing the whole shaking and rolling, I will go with a same bait, but this is a Kitech 3/16 ounce round ball head, and I've got the loop knot tied on there. This is a 6/8 Daiwa BLX medium light, shorter rod. I can just kind of shake it nicer, a little bit softer tip, and then the loop knot just essentially allows that bait to do a lot more back and forth rolling. So kind of 2 different rods for the same bait, depending what I want that bait to do down there. All right, and then my other favorite technique in the summertime is a drop shot. I fish a drop shot a ton, and this is kind of a unique drop shot setup and something I've kind of unlocked, if you will, throughout this summer so far. I don't know if it's really that special or if it's just a matter of I got the bait in front of the fish, but I've been running this drop shot on a super short drop, only 4 to 5 inches long, and fishing a creature style bait. So this is that X-Zone finesse creature bait. It's part of their stealth line. I will put the proper name of it on the screen. It's not coming to my brain off top of the head here. But I've been fishing that on a Hayabusa drop shot hook, 1/4 ounce weight, in a short drop, and it just kind of gives these fish a little bit different look maybe than they're used to seeing on a drop shot. Obviously your traditional drop shot baits are still going to work. That said, my favorite drop shot bait of all time right here is Angler's Choice Killshot 3-inch. Still getting a lot of bites with this, fishing it on a more normalized drop shot setup. I just don't have one tied up or out on the front deck currently. So, yep, drop shot, jig head minnow, pretty basic stuff, but there's a lot of different ways you can fish both of these techniques, and both of them get a lot of bites. As you can see here, we're fishing a man-made pier head. Now these piers and break walls are always a great place to stop because the current kind of gets wrapped around these going onto the lake, whether it's from the river current or natural currents from waves and wind out on the lake itself. But it just kind of sets these fish up in a nice predictable location. Another one, not too big. So this one's kind of a unique situation here. All the bait fish were actually in the clean water here, and you can see that mud line right in front of me from where the river water is mixing with the lake water. So all the bass were sitting underneath the alewife, just kind of right tight along this edge of the river water mixing with the lake water. So it kind of made them predictable here as well. There we go. Good one on that scented jerk shad. Get a weight on him. 332. Throwing that scented jerk shad around. Well, I'm not even throwing it around. It was right under the boat. Whole school of smallmouth eating on alewife. Came up and grabbed it. So these fish are kind of unique. They're relating to alewife, but I actually couldn't get them to bite on any sort of bait fish imitator. I was throwing that little X-Zone creature bait right along the bottom again and got them to go right away. So it just kind of goes to show you don't necessarily need to throw bait fish imitators if fish are around bait.
Oh, nice.
You can get them to go on other things.
It's getting nasty out though. Getting real nasty out here. Oh, you threw my weight again. Oh, got him. Showing off the fish to the kids on the pier. Finally got another one hooked here. For how many fish are in this area, you'd think I'd be catching them every cast, but they are wise critters. This one's not too big. This one's on a drop shot. Lost my bait and my weight. Got him freaking pinned tight though. Look at it.
Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel. We're actually pushing on that 1,000 subscriber mark, so that's super exciting. And I've got a little bit of a giveaway to announce in the next video. It's nothing big, nothing crazy, but I figured, you know, kind of give back to the subscribers here. So that'll be announced in the next video. In the meantime, guys, see ya.